Hello, Miles Maida here with another series of modern yoga movement practice videos for you. In these sequences, we're going to focus on the lateral lines in the body, and these run along the sides. You can follow them from the edges of the feet, up the outsides of the legs, along the sides of the torso, up the neck, and to the ears. And these lines create stability in the body, and we can stretch and strengthen these lines by doing side bending and standing balances. So we're going to start this practice sequence with some warm-ups, and we'll focus on the cervical spine. So sit in a comfortable position. Your spine is upright, and you're balancing your head on top of the spine. So let's look up, bring the chin up, stretching the throat, and down, stretching the back of the neck. And up, and down. The movement is a little soft. Up, and down. Just feeling the tissue layers being pulled and stretching, as well as softening and compressing. Now let's access the lateral lines. Go to the right, so I'm mirroring you, and go to the left. So let the ear come down towards the shoulder, but relax the shoulders, and left. So lift your head when you're in the center, and try to feel the lift in the spine as you're tilting the head side to side, and right, and left. And now we'll rotate the cervical spine. Turn your head to the right, chin towards the shoulder, and left. Again, these movements are a little soft, and left. And there's no hurry, traveling side to side, and feeling a nice lift in the spine as we do this. And then come to center. And let's make some big shoulder circles. So we bend the elbows and make circles with the elbows, bringing mobility to the shoulders, opening the chest, as well as opening the back between the shoulders. And we can intensify this a little bit by bringing the elbows together and diving up, and then scooping the arms around, diving up and around. You can inhale as you jump up. Exhale around. Here's the last one. Up and around. Okay, now let's move down to the thoracic spine and the lumbar spine with some cat-cows. Let's come onto the hands and knees. And here we want the knees and the feet together. Shoulders are over the hands, pelvis over the knees. Inhale, flex your feet. And exhale, press the hands and feet down as you arch at the sacrum. So this is a spinal extension. Inhale, point the toes, lift your feet. And then exhale, press the hands and feet down. And this is flexion, spinal flexion, rounding the back. Inhale, flat back, flex your feet. Exhale, arching, so lifting the belly, lifting the sternum, shoulders down, so you have a nice long neck. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, round the back. So this is our cat position, lifting the belly, the tail relaxes down. Gravity brings the crown of the head down towards the floor, pointing to the floor. Now keep your tops of your feet relaxed, and we come into a flat back. And let's move the head and the feet to the right. And this is stretching the left lateral line. And then bring the head and feet to the left. And this is stretching the right side. So here's where the knees together facilitates this movement. Swiveling on the knees, going side to side. So feel this in the oblique abdominals, between the ribs, and also the neck, stretching up to the ear. And last time, come to the center. Now the hands should be under the shoulders. Let's walk the hands one hand length forward And shift the body so that the shoulders are again over the hands. So the pelvis will be a little bit forward of the knees. Keep drawing the legs together. And then lay your pelvis down on the right side, so you're rolling over the knees carefully. And then roll back over the knees so the left hip comes to the floor. And right, so if you can, keep both your arms extended and left, and just feel how this is stretching the lateral lines, especially at the hips. Roll to the left. Let's do 2 more. To the right. And to the left. And now come to center. Travel back. You can flex your feet. And let's come into downward facing dog. And let's walk in place. Since this is our first downward dog, spread the palms of the hands, spread your fingers, push your hands away from your feet. Extend your elbows, nice long spine. And we are stretching the soles of the feet, backs of the legs as we walk. Now to add the lateral lines, you can shift your pelvis side to side. And you can play around a little bit here and feel how by shifting the pelvis, it starts to pull on the lateral lines of the legs, going down to the outsides of the feet. And you might also feel this in the torso and even in the neck. Okay, after doing that a few times, let's come back into downward dog. Inhale. And let's take a little rest. Exhale, lower the knees. And we're going to come into child's pose, resting your forehead on the floor. Long, deep breaths. I'm shifting position so you can see what we're going to do next. All right, so you can look forward, and we're going to walk the hands out to the sides at shoulder level. And then bring the head back down onto the floor so we're in child's pose. And just walk your hands using your fingers as far out to the sides as you can. The shoulders relax down from the ears. You still have a nice long neck. And we're going to start to shift the pelvis. So again, I'll mirror you. Slide your pelvis to the right side, sitting on the floor. So my right hand is going to slide on the floor a little bit. And my right elbow is bent. So we're pushing with the right hand. We're adding a little twist and looking to the right. So we're feeling the stretch on the right side of the hip and just adding a little twist, pushing with that right hand, and see if you can get the left shoulder towards the floor. If your head rests on the floor, that's fine. And then come to center. You can walk that left hand back out. And we'll shift to the other side. So bring your pelvis to the left. Sit on the floor if you can. And the left elbow is bent. And you're looking to the left. Push with your left hand and spiral. So we feel the stretch on the outside of the left hip. And see if you can get the right shoulder towards the floor. And again, your head can be on the floor if you like. Inhale back to center, extending both arms. Again, shift the pelvis to the right, bending the right arm, spiraling and pushing with that right hand to get the left shoulder closer to the floor. Inhale back to center and go to the left. So we're sitting on the sides of the feet on the floor and spiraling to the left. Pushing with that left hand. See if you can get that right shoulder towards the floor. Come to center, inhale. And exhale back in child's pose. Rest your arms alongside your legs. Take some long deep breaths here. And then clasp your hands behind your back and stretch your arms up and over so the elbows extend and we're rolling the shoulders forward, trying to get the arms overhead towards the floor. Nice big stretch. Inhale. And on the exhale, let's come up. Take your time. I'm going to turn back sideways because we want to come back into downward dog. So place your hands on the floor. Inhale. Flex your feet. The pelvis goes back. Exhale. Extend the legs. And just be in a comfortable downward dog position. Press your hands away from your feet. We're extending the elbows, extending the knees. Spread the soles of the feet wide. If you can, your sits bones are reaching back and up, and you have a nice long spine. Inhale here, and take little steps with your hands, walking back towards your feet until we come into a half forward bend, Ardha Uttanasana. You can bend your knees slightly if you like. Inhale here, and walk your hands to the right, and we're going to feel again the lateral line stretching. If you can, extend your legs, and then you'll feel how this is stretching the left side. Inhale, come to center, and exhale, walk your hands to the left. And now you should feel the stretch on the outside of the right leg, the hip, the torso up to the ear. Inhale, center. Again, let's go to the right. Exhale. So it's a half forward bend. Extend your legs. You can even bring your right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhale, center. And exhale to the left. And you can bring your left ear to the left shoulder. Extend your legs. We're pulling the myofascial tissue layers and also strengthening these lateral lines. Inhale, center. Dynamic Uttanasana, forward bend. So place the hands flat on the floor, bend the knees. This is our relaxation position. So we soften the back, soften the belly, soften the pelvic floor. Inhale, extend the legs, keep your head down, forward bend, Uttanasana. Exhale, bend the knees, soften. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, soften. And here's the last one. Inhale, extend the legs. And on the exhale, we'll roll up, drawing the sits bones towards the heels, feeling a lift up the front of the body until we come into a nice upright position. And just stand here and feel your posture. And that completes this sequence.